how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying myself at FanFest, and I'm so excited to meet you finally in person. It's been a year since we were on the podcast itself, but now we get to hang out for a moment, and I really appreciate you and everything you're doing.
I know. And then, they're raffling that picture that Dennis had done of Frank, which is absolutely incredible.
It is incredible.
So I see people are buying a lot of the raffle tickets and everything. So I'm proud that he's still remembered. I mean, I always say to the fans that without the fans, we would not be having this event.
Very true, very true. And he's definitely remembered to this day, and he'll be remembered forever.
He certainly will. And for people like you that help it along, the family, well, thanks you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Goodish, make sure you follow Barbara Goodish. Any Bruiser Brody stuff you want signed or buy it from her. Message her on Facebook. That's right, Bruiser Brody. Check it out.
Check it out. Huss.
I thought Salvatore Savelli kicked some freaking ass tonight. This is my favorite champ. This is the guy. He's lucky I'm not a singles guy because he would no longer be the guy. But we don't got to talk about that because Sal, you did a good job. I liked the finish into the fucking. I'm sorry. Into the freaking. No, I'm not. I like the finish. I got to drive. I like the finish into the brick. I like that a lot. I respect you as our champion here in NYWC.
Thanks, sir. It's an honor hearing that from you, sir.
It was a pleasure seeing you in the ring with Will Nightingale. I did watch. I took some notes. So,
for sure.
Few things here and there you need to tweak, but we'll talk after. I don't want to embarrass you. You can finish your interview.
Superstar. Thank you so much, Sage Chance, Silent Ball, Sage Chance, Booker Boy.
Wow, I thought he was going to kind of be mean to you, but he was kind of nice to you.
I thought he was going to kiss me in the lips. I was like, maybe I want it. No, I don't. I don't know.
I don't think so. You don't want
it.
Oh. Anybody make sense of this?
Wait, okay, let me get there. So it's 80 cents times 20. Wait, $16, I think.
That's what I got.
Around there.
I got like 17
but
something.
Then we sell them at 20 each. So
then it's like $3 profit in 8x10.
No, way more than that.
It's way more?
Yeah, it's 17 for 50 of them.
Oh.
No, I think we used 100 before. I don't fucking know.
Wait, no, yes, we did use 100 because then it was 20 times 100 and we were trying to get to 2,000.
Oh, yeah, okay. So if we buy 100 of them at 87 cents each, that's $8.07, right?
Yeah.
Or no, is it $87?
Wait.
I just want to know what you're calling this math.
100 times 8, it's $87.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know. Get a calculator. That's what.
All right, we'll get a calculator, everybody. All right, bye.
Trained me, shown me guidance are on these walls, and it feels bizarre and surreal to be joining them.
He's a good guy. He's an outright kind of guy. But listen, we got Slime Bowl City tickets.
I'm Cora, and I am your winner of this. I like it, Dark Bobbadink. You don't? Are you scared of the Dark Bobbadink?
It's great. It's great. I can't wait.
Honestly, the first and realistically the only.
I'm doing great. How are you?
We just talked to last time, but it's in safe hands. My son is watching it.
Are you positive?
Yeah, my son is watching.
Look at me! I'm a physical specimen.
Very spicy, very spicy.
You got the dirt.
I literally love conventions. Like,
I'm gonna try to get through with her. That's my motivation.
What's your homework?
I wish I could.
Coming soon. You can check her out on Monster Side. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special returning guest. Let me bring to you the one, the only, the astonishing Austin Mulitalo. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Man, I got a hard crowd to follow. Like I'm looking at the intro and stuff. Yeah, everybody on there. Then there's me.
it's been a busy year. What can I say?
Yeah, no, man, that's awesome. That's cool. Like you're going to like. You see, that's the thing I like because I feel like a lot of like podcasters, they only do like certain wrestling. Maybe like they just do AEW talent, but like you do like a good mixture of a lot of different people. So that's cool, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
I want to get to know as many people as I can before I leave this earth.
Right. Yeah. No. That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if I get like in the future, like WWE, AEW do stuff like this, I still want the independents because they're the future. They're the heart and soul of the industry right now.
100%. And plus, it's really cool too, because you could be interviewing a guy like Brandon Beretta, and then next thing you know, he's signed to the NWA, and you're like,
I know.
I know that guy.
That's exactly what happened with Brandon. Well, he's at Exodus, but close enough.
Yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there.
He'll 100%. Another person who will get there as well is the astonishing Austin Mulitalo, doing great things. I won't go into certain specifics, but you've been getting some TV time here and there.
Yeah, no, it's a weird thing, man. Like, not to pull back the curtain too much, but I was just reflecting on this Thanksgiving, because like where I was last year around this time, completely night and day different from where I am now, and just super grateful for all the opportunities that have come my way.
Yeah, man, I'm so proud of you after talking to you about a year ago and seeing where you've been going and doing some of the crazy things and some of the stuff, man. Like, I won't mention promotions, but sometimes I'll see you'll make like a special like face or something out of, you do that, but you'll look a certain way when you're doing something. Do you realize you're doing that?
Like a facial expression?
Yeah, you'll do like a special facial expression. Like I don't see the other guys do, but I'll see you do something.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta. I don't know. There's times that like I feel like I might do something that's a little weird or like a little out of left field, but like it works. I found in most circumstances, if I feel uncomfortable doing it, it works.
You're doing great, man. Everybody's saying hi to you. Look at that.
Man, I'm popular today. Hello.
Wow,
Hello,
everybody's here. There's a lot of people here. Let me see what's going on Instagram. Who's in there? Miss Tony Girl, the selfie queen. What's up, Tony Girl? All right. Man, so talk about what has this year of 2024 been for you so far? Like sum it up in like a phrase.
Ooh, in a word. That's a neat one.
It could be a phrase.
Yeah.
The astonishing year.
Yeah. If anything, I would say self-motivating, if that makes sense. So, so for me, and like I was kind of saying, reflecting last year, like I've had really, like, my experience in wrestling has been awesome so far. Like, no complaints whatsoever.
Right.
But like this is, March will be 3 years for me. So last year was like my second year, and just kind of navigating, because my first year, I just kind of went out and about, and I wrestled anywhere and everywhere I could, just to go out there and make a name for myself. And last year, it was similar to that, but it was just kind of like learning more about the business. But this year, like, if anything, I've had a lot of slumps. I've had a lot of adversity to kind of come over personally, and a lot of personal like thoughts, because wrestling, it's very fun, but to make it to the absolute top of this business, or at least be considered, like, you really have to self-push yourself. You have to analyze every aspect of what you're doing, meaning what's working, what's not working, fixing those things, understanding, what you're good at and what you're not good at. And like for me, a big one was kind of my body, because I'm looking at all these other people, because you could be a good wrestler all day, and that means a lot. But to these bigger companies, you also have to look the part. So, working on my body, I ended up hiring a personal trainer. His name's Cement Factory, AJ Sims. Shout out to you, my man.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. He works with a lot of WWE guys in TNA, AEW. He's worked with some of the best.
Right.
And just transforming my body, and, continuously transforming my body. It's done wonders for my confidence. And then,
awesome.
Just working on getting to what is the next level. So yeah, I'd say self-motivating would be 100% what that is.
All right, self-motivating. Now, Natalie says the last time she saw you was in 2023 at MCW.
Yeah, that tracks. Trying to think, because I remember I wrestled there towards the end of last year, and then maybe a couple dates early this year.
Right.
So that's in Osceola, Arkansas.
Osceola, Arkansas. Yeah. Now, what about SICW? When was the last time you were there?
Oh boy, I'm gonna say January of this year.
Really?
Yeah. So which that was really cool for me. So obviously Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling.
Right.
Hate acronyms.
Herb Simmons promotion.
Yes, the legendary Herb Simmons. When I first started, I really broke my teeth into there for a long time. And then it kind of got to a point where, I felt like I wasn't necessarily not a centerpiece, but like I didn't feel like I was progressing, because I was getting to the point where I'm like, okay, like what do I need to do to feel like I'm progressing?
Right.
So I kind of took a hiatus from there for a while, and then I came back January of last year, and it was such a full circle moment for me, because my last match was there at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. And when I had that match, I was just kind of like, like this is cool. I like SICW, but I feel like I got to do something, because I was in like a weird slump. But when I came back as the Mid-States Wrestling Missouri Heavyweight Champion. Right. So coming back, it was a title match for my title. I wrestled Billy McNeil, and it was just so cool to come back, because when I was there, everybody loved me, but when I came back, everybody hated me, and
oh man,
it was awesome. But I'm actually coming back there early next year, so I'm very excited for that. Very excited to get back in the ring with SICW. They have a lot of great talent, and I'm excited to wrestle those talents.
They do 100%, and we might as well talk about it this year coming up in 2025. FanFest 3, right there. I will be in attendance May 16th and the 17th. Make sure you get your tickets at SICW. Do you see who they announced already?
I'm trying to think.
I know. Gangrel.
Okay, that's cool.
Gangrel.
Yeah,
and,
I think the last thing I saw was a video of Herb going over like the tickets and all that stuff.
Right.
If you buy them early and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. So far, Gangrel and Tito Santana.
Yeah, and then I've also been seeing promotions and stuff too involved with that. Which ones? I know newer promotion out of Illinois. They're in there. I think Redneck Championship Wrestling, might be wrong on that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool promotions. I love FanFest. It was so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't go to the one last year, but I went to the very first one. I wrestled at the first one, so it was cool.
Did you? Okay.
I did. I did.
Hopefully, I'll see you there this year. Hopefully.
Yeah. I think I will be there for that Friday date, but not the Saturday.
The Bill Apter show?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
I will be there for that. Yes.
I had a great time at the Bill Apter show. It's really cool.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing that I really enjoyed about the first one is that it's such a culture clash, because like St. Louis wrestling, just not talking about anything like old school, like the current stuff, right? A lot of it is very much in like with the times, with modern product, like WWE, AEW, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's so cool to me to see how many people remember and just have so much respect and admiration for old school wrestling. Because at those conventions and stuff, I remember for a fact that there was like, I saw a family, because they had the Andre the Giant memorial, like they had like the statue there and stuff. And I remember seeing a dad probably, I'm going to say 30s or 40s maybe, telling his 15, 14-year-old son about, Andre the Giant and, wrestling at the Chase and stuff. Because,
Right.
he just knew modern product, not like old school stuff. So it's cool to see like them just come together. I love that stuff. I love it.
100%. Me too, man. I had such a great time there. I'm so excited to come back. We have a question for you from Melissa. Have you ever learned new stuff during your matches?
Ooh, yeah, I've learned quite a bit, in a physical and literal sense. So I learned about 2 weeks ago that when I take bumps, not to bite my tongue. I took a DDT and I bit right down on my tongue, and I bit through like a piece of my tongue, so that sucked. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was like the corner of my tongue. But last week I could not like really like the conversation I'm having with you right now. I couldn't have had this.
Right. Oh man.
But yeah. So as a professional wrestler, you really I come from a martial arts background. So like in martial arts, you can learn the moves all day, but like there's gonna be a lot of things that you learn like in real time. Meaning like when you're sparring, when you're doing tournaments, stuff like that, like you're gonna learn different techniques and you're gonna kind of learn what your groove is. In wrestling, you'll find oftentimes that you might have this perceived notion of, who you are, what you're going to do, what you're going to say. But when you go out there, it can change, at the split of a moment. So really learning to be quick-witted, quick on your feet, it's very crucial. And you'll kind of learn what nervous tics you have when you go out there and you start to kind of fumble a little bit or you get flustered. So learning that stuff, it's really good to know. And once you've really mastered that, and I'm not saying I've mastered it, I'm still learning how to do that. But once you've mastered it, like I think you are an absolute pro because you can take a mistake and you can make it, make lots of money. You know what I mean?
Right, 100%. CJ Clapp says Austin is the best wrestler.
Nah, you're the best wrestler.
What's up, CJ?
I'm the most astonishing wrestler.
That's right. He's the most
That's right. That's right.
Natalie says, do you see yourself having TV time in AEW or WWE?
I don't know exactly as far as TV time, but I know for a fact that it's pretty likely, especially within the next 2-ish weeks.
Enough said.
Yeah,
enough said. Now, let's get into the WWID program. What are your thoughts on the program for the independent scene?
Oh man,
or no comment
about it. No, I'll comment as much as I can.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. Like, if you are a professional wrestler in this business and you are truly passionate about the business, and furthermore, you're looking for guidance on how to, do this at the best level, like the ID program should be something that you should really strive for. The whole purpose of it is, taking professional wrestlers and giving them the tools, right? They're not going to do anything for you, but they're giving you the tools that you can put in your toolbox to be able to pave your path with assistance. Obviously, they're helping you out, guiding you, mentoring you to, do this at the highest level. So if you're a professional wrestler and you're not excited about it, like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Exactly. You should be excited about it, 100%.
Yeah, but and then as far as like competition goes, like, man, like if you really think about it, right? Like on the top of your head, how many professional wrestlers do you think you know?
Me? Gotta be at least 100.
100?
Imagine
that times like 300,
Yeah.
like just around the world.
Around the world,
There's so many professional wrestlers battling for, that one spot, those 20 spots, well, however, there are. So I'm excited. Like, everybody's stepping up their game. Like, professional wrestling across the board right now is really stepping up their game, especially the NWA. I'm very excited about everything they've got going on too.
All right.
I'm just happy, man. I'm happy.
We'll talk about NWA in a moment. Do you know any of the candidates who are in the program right now?
I do. I know quite a bit of them. I know Cappuccino Jones. He's out of like Oklahoma area. Aaron Roberts. He's a cool guy. He's from like Memphis area. Jordan Oasis. He's out of like Oregon, I believe. There's a couple of them that I've heard of, but I've never met personally. But there's a lot of them too that like I've had an eye on their product for a while, and they're doing some great stuff. Like Swipe Right out of Wrestling Open. They've got some potential. Zeta Steel, awesome. She's great. Man, I'm trying to think because they just announced a couple more people too. Gal's pretty cool. I've never met him personally, but his promos, his character work, top tier.
Look who's in the chat, Mr. Herb Simmons himself. What's up, Herb?
What up?
Yeah, I know two of the candidates. Bryce Donovan and Aaron Rourke.
I've heard of him. Nice. They're out of like Wrestling Open as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Like that area. Okay.
Yeah, I know them from Creator Pro.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's just
I'm
cool.
assuming you're local, like in that area. Yeah.
Northeast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm actually. I can't really confirm as far as dates go, but I might be making a visit up that way pretty soon.
All right.
So
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
NWA. What are you liking about NWA? Because I got a lot of friends in NWA nowadays.
Yeah, man. Oh, geez, I don't even know where to start. So, first off, I hate keeping secrets. I've known that NWA and WLW were in talks of being a territory for a long time.
For a while.
Yes, I'm the worst. Like, if I know a secret, like I'll keep my word and won't say anything. But like, man, it eats at me, especially if somebody's like, hey, I know you know something.
I know. I've been in those situations too. Trust me.
Yeah. But the territory system, it's such a unique thing, and like, obviously, it's not going to be like everybody loves the nostalgia feeling when it comes to the old school territories.
Right.
Do I feel like it's going to get like that ever again? Probably not, just because of how the wrestling culture is these days. Right. But what the NWA is doing with their territories, I think it's such a cool thing, because not only are they, in my opinion, I think it's fairly similar to the ID program. Like, let's just say WLW, for example, right? So they just became a territory. They have these guys and girls in WLW that all now have an opportunity to go to the NWA and wrestle on a mainstream product that has so much history, legacy, right, and could potentially, lead to them getting signed there or them getting signed somewhere else. Like the NWA, like they make stars, they make moments. Like, there's so many talent there signed right now that like they're going to be like, they're already something great, but like their potential to be greater, it's there. Guys like Ricky Starks that came from there, the Trevor Murdochs, EC3s, the Slime Balls, those guys have, those guys have so much potential, and it's cool to see. And especially with how many territories there are now, like it's so cool. And then you got guys like, just traveling amongst the territories. It's such a cool thing. And I really hope I get to travel amongst these territories to just, prove that, NWA World League Wrestling is the best territory. And
Okay.
we got a lot to prove. Exodus, JCP, they got great stuff going on, but
Yeah, 100%.
got to show them what St. Louis is all about.
All right. Now the slime balls are local to me, and
Nice.
I know them very well. Has your paths crossed with each other?
So like we don't know each other like personally or anything, but I've met them a couple times at
Okay.
some Exodus shows and then at the prefaces as well. So yeah, no, they're awesome. Like they I don't know if they've been working out or something lately, but like
Tommy
man,
has.
they're
Yeah.
making some great shape. Like
Tommy's.
I
I
saw
know Tommy is.
yeah, I saw a picture of them, or not a picture. I saw they were on Power recently, and I was like,
Right.
wow, they're looking lean. So
Yeah.
good for them. Good for them.
Good for those guys. I love those guys, man. A lot of potential. Just like you, man. I
Yes.
see that potential, man. You just like, man, these guys, once they just got to hit that moment, and when the right person sees you, that's it. Sky's the limit. That's what it's
Can
all
we
about.
talk about that real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So I was just talking about this with somebody because I had a buddy. He was kind of frustrated because he's getting really looked at. The thing that in wrestling that really sucks sometimes is that you don't necessarily know when that moment is.
You don't.
So, like, being constantly not on guard, but like preparing yourself for those moments, it's hard because you just don't know when they are. But if you can have a good, clear understanding of, hey, this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm not good at, and understanding, how to keep improving on the things that you're good at, and then getting better at the bad things, I think that's what's going to keep you ready at all times. And just making sure that at the end of the day, when you go to bed at night, knowing in your heart that you've done absolutely everything that you can. And once you've finally are at peace with that, like, you're going to be doing your absolute best work. And for me, like, I'm not quite there yet, but I feel it. Like, I really feel it. And I think 2025, to describe it in a word, it's going to be groundbreaking for me. Like, it's going to change the whole trajectory of, what I know as my life. Oh, did I lose you?
My mute button was on.
Oh, okay. I was like, where'd you go?
What wrestlers on your list have matches against in 2025? Sorry, my son was saying something to me, so I put it on mute.
Oh, you're good. Like the wrestlers I want to wrestle in 25?
Yes.
Ooh, good one. So Cappuccino Jones, he's got to be top of that list. Hate that guy. I'm just kidding. I like Cappuccino. No, man, we always cross paths, but we've never wrestled. So I'd like to wrestle him. Kerry Morton, he's on my list. I would love to wrestle Kerry Morton. This is gonna sound really weird, but like, for me, I don't think I make it like a well-known thing, but like, I'm a very competitive person. I like wrestling people that are around my age group, especially in the business. So, Cap and I were the same age. Carrie, we're the same age. I'd like to wrestle Brandon Beretta again, just because, him and I have just gone on so much different paths and journeys that he's older than me. He's an old fart, but it's sorry, dude's almost 30. But it's cool to just test metal against people like that. There's some guys in the Mid-South area. Tim Bosby, I'd like to wrestle him. I'm trying to think regionally. Soda Pop from the NWA, I'd like to wrestle him. I'd like to wrestle Trevor Murdoch. Trevor, he's lately become a very big part of my wrestling journey as far as, kind of guiding, teaching, mentoring. So I'd like to wrestle him. Yeah, so like, sorry, I feel like that's not a super great answer.
What do you mean?
But,
That's a great list.
But for me, like, I think the biggest pivotal point for just kind of changing how I'm thinking is that I'm not really necessarily thinking so much about matches. Like, who do I want to wrestle?
Right.
I'm more or less thinking about moments. I'm thinking about stories. I'm thinking about things that could essentially, change the business per se, or like change the trajectory of a promotion, if that makes sense. As far as, matches and stuff like that, for me, where I'm kind of at and stuff, it's really cool to see the fans, or like, the following that I have, be like, hey, I would love to see you wrestle this guy, because once they say that, I might look into that person. I'm like, wow,
Right.
yeah, they're pretty cool. I would enjoy that match. I know for people in the Mid-South area, for a while, everybody's been, Austin, you got to wrestle Marco Harris. You got to wrestle Marco Harris. Well, I'm wrestling Marco Harris in December, so that's going to be cool.
All right. Awesome. Willie over here says, how about a rematch with JJ Kidd?
Nope, I'm out. I'm blown up. I'm tired.
You're done.
I'm tired.
Alyssa says, Austin, what do you love most about wrestling?
Ooh, making moments. If there's a lot of things I love about wrestling, but if it's just one thing, it's making moments.
Making a moment. Yeah. But
yes. Like, if I can give you one example, and it's probably most people with common sense would be like, why would you love that? That sounds awful. But to me, I loved it. So this past summer, towards the end of summer, it was like August, I wrestled Colton Theron-Vaught out of Mid-States Wrestling. I was the current Missouri heavyweight champion, and it was the match for a title, street fight, whatever. But there was just so much bad blood and animosity and just so much stuff going into that match. Before I walked out, I put on a shirt, but I had my robe on, and nobody could see what my shirt said. Nobody knew what my shirt said, minus my manager, Stephen E. But when we walked out, it's in
Stephen E.
Oh yeah, Stephen E. It's in his hometown. Around his people, and I was getting booed out of the building. Like, people were throwing stuff at me, whatever. And obviously I'm the champion, so I come out second. So he's already in the ring. It's a street fight. He's ready to go. He's got his knuckles taped up, and I slowly take this jacket off, and my back's facing towards him, and I'm making a slow turn around to where everybody can see it. And I knew exactly where a good majority of his family was sitting. And obviously, you got to get certain things approved by the office, which it did. So I'm an awful person, but I'm not that awful of a person.
Right.
But the moment there was to completely, like, gunshot, let's go into this match, right? But on my shirt, it said Kelly's favorite son. Colton is very public about, his personal life and just his journey in wrestling. But Kelly is Colton's dad. And Colton's dad is dead.
Oh, no.
So, in front of his family, his friends, everybody that hates me, I've got this shirt that says Kelly's favorite son. And I'm slowly turning, and then as soon as Colton sees this, it's like the room just got quiet, and then boom, he got on me. But as messed up as that is, like, that created a moment, not just for him and his character, but just for the audience, because
Right.
people have this preconceived notion of wrestling, like, oh, it's not real, they talk in the back, but in that moment we suspended belief, and everybody thought it was real, which it was.
Oh man.
The kicks I got after that, those felt
Yikes.
very real. But at the end of the match, Colton got the best of me and he beat me for the title, unfortunately. But it was such a cool moment for him, because not only did he finally redeem himself, win back that title, but, taking that shirt and holding it up high, I felt like that was a cool moment for him and his family, and especially his fans, because, his fans at this point, especially at Mid-States, they're like his family. So, not a cool moment for me, but, just creating moments.
But you created the moment. That was cool.
Yes, that's what's important for me, because, like, think about it for you, right? Like, what's a moment that got you invested in wrestling? Like, if this moment didn't happen,
right,
like, would you be as invested in wrestling?
Wrestling,
it's the Rock, Hogan moments. It's those pivotal moments that make you fans. So, if on the independent level, you can make that, and you can have a good understanding of how those things work, and just kind of not putty in your hands, but you can control those moments. Right. I think that's what makes a quote unquote great heel.
100%. I think as for me personally, like in my vlogs when I'm at the shows, I try to create little moments for the wrestlers that are around me.
Yeah. So I saw in your opening, like, that's, as a wrestler, I would thrive on those things. And if you're a wrestler watching this, get involved with that. Come
on the vlog. That's right. Austin's going to be on the vlog one day. Hopefully our paths will be in person.
I will.
I'll get you on the vlog. Maybe on the at the after show.
Yeah.
David wants to know if you collect figures. David, you're not going to sell to Austin figures, but all right, David, answer the question. Austin, answer the question. David's trying to sell you figures.
I'm not like a super big like collector by any means, but I do have figures of my favorite wrestlers. Oh gosh, you action figure people are gonna kill me. I don't remember what set it was, but it was the most recent set WWE released, like the Elite series of the Handsome Harley race. Mm-hmm. So I have that. I didn't open it or anything, but off note, in my office, I have the AEW CM Punk figure.
I have that.
I'm a big Rob Van Dam fan, so I have one of those.
I just picked this one up. Look at this one, Austin.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a good one. Ultimate CM Punk is his first one.
I love that shirt. But yeah, no. And also, weird fact about me. I'm a very hands-on kind of learner. So I might be at home, I may be at work or something like that, and I'm thinking of a move or just something like that, and maybe I can't visualize it in my head. So I'll literally grab these action figures and I'll make them do it.
Try to make the moves.
Well, yeah, because it's like in wrestling, you get a lot of ideas. Right. Not everything can work because, maybe the body doesn't do like a 360 like you want it to, So right. just getting those, and then if it's something that's reasonable, I might try it at training, or I might be like, hey, come here, let me wrap you up in something.
Now Robert says, when will you be wrestling for SICW? You already kind of answered that. And then watch out for the Thrill Billy, Silas Mason.
Oh man, yeah, he's a big dude. I've crossed paths with him several times. Never wrestled or anything, but same shows. We've been on the same cards at NWA Joe Kazana Promotions, which that's a really cool place to be at.
Yeah.
He's been at NWA WLW before, and then I've been backstage at a couple of their NWA pay-per-views as well. So Yeah, he's big. He's big people. He's big people.
He's a big guy, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Robert would also like to see you in a three-man match between Marco Harris and Tim Bosby.
Man, you see that's the cool thing, right? Because fans are like, I would like to see this, this, and that. And at the end of the day, I feel like something that's missing from professional wrestlers is the understanding of how to draw, right? Like being able to give people what they want, but also understanding too that you don't have to quote unquote blow your load.
Right.
Um, give them a little bit, and then make opportunity to give them a little bit more. And maybe when you do that, maybe they might want to pay a little bit more money to come see you. And not only do you win, but the promoter wins, the promotion wins, and everybody wins. So
everybody wins. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Austin. Middletown Independent Wrestling. March your calendars on December 20th. Come down and see Austin wrestle. That doesn't even look like you.
What cracks me up about that is because I talked to the promoter of that promotion, and my bad, I don't think he's the promoter, the booker, and I was we finalized some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like I'll send you a promo picture, and the next thing you know, they posted it. And he took my profile picture from my personal Facebook.
I saw some.
Not by any means my promo picture.
I saw someone, a wrestler. I don't remember who it was. They were complaining about them promoters taking their personal pictures and using them as promo pictures.
Yeah, no, that's the first. That's a first. So I, because somebody reached out to me and it's like, dude, what's up with your new promo picture? And I'm like, new one? What are you talking about? And then I go look at it and I'm like, oh, that's dumb. Like that's just me. That's just me.
That's just me hanging out.
Yeah, like the shirt literally says "Mom Teaser."
It does say on it.
Or Mom
Mid-States Wrestling. Mid-States Wrestling coming up also on Saturday, December 14th, Springfield. There's Stephen E. right there. The dastardly Stephen E.
I will not be at that one due to
but Stephen will be there.
Special things. But yeah, I'm rooting for my boy, Handsome Scott Hansen, the Mid-States Wrestling Southern Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, he's gonna take that strap from Luke. I'm telling you, he's gonna be. What can we call him? Scotty Two Belts, maybe.
Scotty Two Belts, okay, that rhymes.
Maybe. Yeah, that's me. That's my promo picture.
That's the real promo picture.
Yes.
And these are all your dates. Tuesday, December 3rd. All social platforms coming on here, Beyond the Barricade. That was cool that you did that, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Always got a plug.
Friday. I wish everybody thought that way, though. Yeah. Friday, December 20th, Middletown, Tennessee, and Saturday, December 21st in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Wrestling for a Cause. Make sure if you want to book Austin Mulitalo while he's available until he gets signed, which hopefully will be soon in 2025, make sure you book him ASAP. And if you can't find him, get in touch with me and I will put you in his direction. Right, Austin?
Yeah. It's, man, I hate keeping secrets in wrestling. It sucks because,
we'll talk. We'll talk when the stream ends. Let's leave it at that.
But it's, like, it doesn't look like I'm doing much in December, but I couldn't be more busier. I'll leave it at that.
All right, 100%. All right. As for, make sure you follow Austin Mulitalo. Let everybody know where they can follow you real quick.
Yeah, so on most social media platforms, it is the Astonishing One. You can find me there, or if you just type in my name, I am one of one. There's only one Austin Mulitalo in this whole world.
That's good.
So that's me.
Awesome. Make sure everybody follows Austin. And, of course, you'll be able to catch him on the first night of FanFest, at least. But make sure you go to SICW, get your tickets for FanFest 3. I will be there both days, hanging out at the Bill after show, and, of course, the actual FanFest, filming the latest vlog that day, and hopefully I'll run into my good pal Barbara Goodish and do another little
that'd be cool.
bit with her. Yeah, she's awesome. All right. Also coming up for me, some of my friends over here in Long Island, KVP Wrestling at NYWC, as WWE legend Mike Chioda is a special guest referee against Big Kaz and Giorgio Lawrence for that KVP championship right there. And if you're in New Jersey, where is that flyer? Shit, I think I lost the flyer. I lost the flyer. Why did I lose the flyer, Austin? What is wrong with me? I'm going to pull it up in a moment. Hold on. But our good pal Danny Stratos will be in action at Titan Championship Wrestling as he takes on PJ Savage for that Funhouse and Titan Championship. Make sure you get your tickets at Titan Championship Wrestling. Yeah, that's a nice belt, right?
I got to get 5 now. I got 4.
We got to bring Austin to New Jersey. Shoot, these comments are going off the hook. Who's saying stuff over here? Stephen E. is misunderstood. Someone's.
Uh-oh.
Yikes. Hold on, let me pull it up. He's not misunderstood. 100% not. All right. Also out now is my latest vlog. Papa Dank Vlogs. Homecoming at Dankness with the one and only slime balls themselves right there. Sage Chance and Tommy Rant. Also, I was at big event. I'm hanging out with Prince Nana over there, bud.
Prince Nana.
Oh man, we did the dance and we talked about his coffee.
Prince Nana.
Yes, good stuff. Wrestling Now presents Crown Heights on December 13th. Make sure you get your tickets. Adrian Santos takes on JJ Does.
Man, your that guy looks like something out of a mafia boss.
That's cool. He's like Pablo Escobar over there. DNS Wrestling Collectibles. Make sure you get your wrestling collectibles from Coach David 73 at AOL. He's trying to sell his figures even to Austin over there.
Yeah, no, I if you can make a figure of me, like, hit me up. That's a dream. I want to be an action figure. Like that's cool. That's so cool.
There you go. You hear that, David? Get him a figure of him. Coming up next week will be Brandon Downey. Coming up next week for Bree Combination Wrestling. And Big Kaz will be here on Thursday for that. And next month, Monsoon is coming out for Titan Championship Wrestling as Baba Thunder, a.k.a. Commander Aziz, will be in action. Make sure you go to Titan Championship Wrestling to get all your Titan needs. And the astonishing Austin Mulitalo, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I've been following you, and I'll keep following you, and I'm sure our paths will cross somewhere. But everybody else, have a good night. What did they say? I hope you leave that dancing to Nana. Have a good night. Austin, hang out for a second. I will be back.